We're back. Happy New Year to all of you out there. This is H10 Hanshin Tigers English News. Akemashite omedetou gozaimasu.
Aloha and 明けましておめでとうございます。今年もよろしくお願いいたします。
Sanjay-san, yoroshiku onegai shimasu. Hey, it's good to see you again. How have you been, man?
I've been well. And speaking of 明けましておめでとう, you know what I was doing for New Year's?
Tell me.
I stayed up until midnight to watch Hanshin Tigers English News being featured on Kansai TV. What's that all
What?
about, dude?
Yeah. So I don't know if I really made this known on the podcast or anything in public until it actually happened. But yeah, I was on television on January the 4th on a show called Ikegami Akira no Kansai Jin ga Shiranai Kansai. Basically a show where foreigners show up the Japanese saying, look how much we know about your region that you don't know. And so I was on there as somebody that is supposedly, allegedly bringing Hanshin Tigers fame worldwide. And the only way that I can make that claim is because of you who are watching this YouTube video and who take part in the H10 community. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah, that was really cool. I mean, I showed clips of it to my wife and my kids, and they're like, wow, this guy is something else, man. How did he do this? And they were all totally impressed. I'm like, yeah, he's my buddy. We always podcast together. So yeah, I'm right on your coattails, dude.
Yeah, well, you were on the show as well. I mean, at least like for part of it, it was just your Zoom icon. It wasn't even like video. And then I think though you were actually like just a little bit in the video as well, right?
Yeah, just a little bit. I think I had to go to the bathroom or something.
Okay. What timing? Well, so just so everybody knows, like the premise of this part of the show was that Hanshin, this this Kansai product is making it's what's the word? It's breaking out, I guess, worldwide. It's going viral around the world. And so they showed like, well, how are fans checking in with the team? And they showed like all of us doing a Zoom game viewing party, which is something that we do at H10 anyways on Patreon. Check it out. Go to Patreon. And so they showed that. And then afterwards, they kind of interviewed some of the people that were within that game viewing party. And, they were saying, oh, there's this website that thanks to that, I'm able to, stay in the loop with the team and, get in touch with fellow fans around the world. And, a few people kind of let out the word like, oh, it's Trevor. And so, and by the way, I'm T-Ray. My name is Trevor though. And so then they were like, who is this Trevor guy? And then they featured me and they talked about me, and Matt Merton even had a few kind words. But it was really like kind of humbling for me to be featured as someone who's making a difference, I guess, in the world, if you will. And B, like just that, I don't know, like people are appreciative of what I do. And I hear that from time to time, like when I talk to Joe Gunkel, and he said, yeah, like my mom and my wife are really thankful for what you do. And I hear that from time to time, but it doesn't always hit me as like, yeah, you know what, like people are watching or reading and they care about what I'm doing. So it's just really cool though to see that like on television in Japan was just like, it was really surreal.
Yeah, there's probably places that you can view clips of that portion on the interwebs out there. Some of them even legal.
Cool. Well, I would hope that, it's not just a one-off and that segment has died. I hope that more and more people are able to see it, if for nothing else than just to see like kind of how cool the Tigers are and stuff like that. And it was cool. I got to poke a little bit of fun at the MC of the show, Kosugi-san, who is a Giants fan. So that was kind of cool as well.
That was very, very well played, T-Ray.
Thank you. Like this is my second time being on a TV program like this. And well, both times I felt kind of nervous, but this time less so than last time. And so that was really good. But, after you do a show like that, you always kind of end up going, you know what, when he said this, I could have said that and it would have been funny, or I would have had more impact. Like, so when he said something like, what, you look like Marte or something like that, because I think at the time I didn't have the full goatee. So it was a little bit, I still don't look like Marte, but whatever. But I should have done a La Pampera type of thing, but I didn't. I was like, that would have been the moment, that would have been it. But I think I just kind of went like Azos or something like that. And so it's like, yeah. So there's definitely a lot of that.
Your Japanese was very impressive too. Hakoshi was like, I never even used that word.
So yeah, but there's so many words I just pick up, and then there's words that I hear other people saying, and I'm like, how come I can't use that in a sentence? Like I know what it means, but I've never used it. So yeah, it's definitely like it's just kind of hit and miss, I guess, when it comes to Japanese. But I don't use Japanese much from day to day, so I feel like I'm losing a bit of the Nihongo skills. So Sanjay mo tokidoki ne Nihongo de yarimashou yo.
いいよ、いつでも、どんとこい。
So hey guys, we are going to be back with the H10 podcast post show in 2022. So stay tuned to that. Give us some requests. What would you like us to talk about? What would you like to hear our thoughts on? Stay in touch with us. Subscribe to this channel and watch the videos, and like the videos. And I don't know what they always tell people to do when they promote themselves, but do all that stuff. So Sanjay, thanks for tagging along for the ride, and thanks for helping me to talk about the TV show that I was on. A little bit more self-flattery. It never hurts, or does it?
Doesn't hurt.
Hope not. All right, everybody. Have a great one. We'll see you next time.
Aloha, guys.